Hello again, my friends. This is Friday. So, this will be the finish of this week's reading in Wallace Wattles' The Science of Getting Rich. This is the trilogy book that has his three works, and we're doing The Science of Getting Rich. And by now, you should begin to start feeling like fellow presidential candidates of your own life, right? That's what you should be. You should be getting the attitude that says maybe. But in order to be president of your own life, you need to have new resources coming into your life, i.e., money. And that's what the science of getting rich is all about. And it is science of getting rich, meaning predictable, duplicatable information that you can use to create that new income stream. And again, if you want to know what we're doing, if you don't already know, ask. And if this inspires you to get something going on your own, cool. So here we go. We're going to dive right in and probably finish this page and this page, and that'll finish the first chapter, which is the science of getting rich. All right. Okay, so picking up from where we left off. From all these things, we must come to the conclusion that getting rich is the result of doing things in a certain way. We talked about that. And you're going to see the certain way theme plays all the way through the book. If getting rich is the result of doing things in a certain way, and if like causes always produce like effects, then any man or woman who can do things in that way can become rich. And the whole matter is brought within the domain of exact science. The question arises here whether this certain way may not be so difficult that only a few may follow it, right? This cannot be true, as we have seen so far as natural ability is concerned. Talented people get rich and blockheads get rich. Intellectually brilliant people get rich and very stupid people get rich. Hello, we've seen that. Physically strong people get rich and weak and sickly people get rich. Some degree of ability to think and understand is, of course, essential. But insofar natural ability is concerned, any man or woman who has sense enough to read and understand these words can certainly get rich, right? Also, we have seen that it is not a matter of environment. Location counts for something. One would not go to the heart of the Sahara and expect to do successful business. Getting rich involves the necessity of dealing with men and of being where there are people to deal with. And if these people are inclined to deal in the way you want to deal, so much the better. But that is about as far as environment goes. So common sense, in other words. If anybody else in your town can get rich, so can you. And if anybody else in your state can get rich, so can you. Again, it is not a matter of choosing some particular business or profession. People get rich in every business and in every profession, while their next door neighbors in the same vocation remain in poverty. Hello. It is true that you will do best in a business which you like and which is congenial to you. And if you have certain talents which are well developed, you will do best in a business which calls for the exercise of those talents. Again, common sense. Also, you will do best in a business which is suited to your locality. An ice cream parlor would do better in a warm climate than in Greenland, and a salmon fishery will succeed better in the Northwest than in Florida. But there are no salmon where there are no salmon. But aside from these general limitations, getting rich is not dependent upon your engaging in some particular business, but upon your learning to do things in a certain way. If you are now in business and anybody else in your locality is getting rich in the same business while you are not getting rich, it is because you are not doing things in the same way that the other person is doing them. This is going to get like really deep and insightful from here on. But the biggie is you have to get over your own bad self thinking and making excuses. Just hear the words, read the words if you get the book, and believe the words. All right, home stretch. No one is prevented from getting rich by lack of capital. What? True. As you get capital, the increase becomes more easy and rapid. But one who has capital is already rich and does not need to consider how to become so. No matter how poor you may be, if you begin to do things in the certain way, you will begin to get rich. And you will begin to have capital. The getting of capital is a part of the process of getting rich, a part of the process. And it is a part of the result which invariably follows the doing of things in the certain way. You may be the poorest man on the continent and be deeply in debt. You may have neither friends, influence, nor resources. But if you begin to do things in this way, you must infallibly begin to get rich, for like causes must produce like effects. If you have no capital, you can get capital. If you are in the wrong business, you can get into the right business. If you are in the wrong location, you can go to the right location. And you can do so by beginning in your present business and in your present location to do things in the certain way which causes success. And we have finished the first chapter, my friend. And let me just say this, because he talks about if you have no capital, and I know some of you may be thinking, well, that's easy for him to say, but you know what, it's going to take what, thousands of dollars or hundreds and hundreds of dollars. No, our journey can be started with $50 and nothing else out of pocket if that's where you needed to be. And we're not alone. There's all kinds of businesses where you can start with next to nothing. Thinking in the certain way is where it starts. Change your thinking and you will change how you show up in life. And that's the message for the day. We'll see y'all Monday. Have a great weekend. Bye for now.